Hey yo. Survey says. Oh. All right. Nordish Life settings too, if you've got them, please, mate. I hit up LJ for the Group 2 ones. We're going to have a look at 3 different things. Le Mans, the endurance race, Mazda Cup. If you're going to screenshot them off the game, send them to Top Gun. You can send them to me on Facebook or Discord if you have them on that too. I don't really care what I get them on. Try this thing for lols because, as you know, I've been driving it anyways. Good to be back at Le Mans with the chicanes. God, the wheel wobble's insane. This is the 16s only. And I feel like they've been building up to this because we've noticed recently, like, that they changed this car. First, they changed it from an FF to a four-wheel drive. They buffed it, like, they buffed the shit out of it. It still eats its tyres, but changing it from an FF to a four-wheel drive put it in line with the other ones. It's absolutely faster than all of them now in a straight line. Like, it's so fast. Like, I already knew this before we'd had this, you know, like, I've driven this a little bit recently and fallen in love with it. But it's still it's still a pig. That's the rear brakes, which you need. That was violent. That was so fucking violent. That was so violent. Still feels, I remember last time I drove it here, it was the same thing. You get to that turn and it feels like it locks up at the front end. Bro. Yeah, I've always said that. They've got to separate them into groups, though. And they've got to make more of their VGT cars Group 1 and do a better job of the BOP. Because some of those cars are so far apart from each other. speed, but they're carrying through the chicanes. It's crazy how much, like, they get ahead of me before the reset and then fly past me after the reset. How much more speed they're carrying. Piece of shit. If that's gonna be a risk at all, anytime you touch that inside curb, the car is not worth driving. Straight up. The exact same spot. Exact same thing. Curb on the right. Curb on the right as I lifted and came into the turn. The first time I was braking, I was leaning on the brakes and turning in, but that time all I was lifting and turning in, and I touched the curb and it went. Pathetic. There's something wrong with the front end of the car. Always has been. Yeah, it is too long. home. Le Mans. Night race too, by the looks of it. Definitely a night race. That's mad. This one's going to be a doozy, guys. Completely blind. I need my eyes checked. Bad. Getting old. I need glasses. Yeah, I'm actually practicing for a race that's a couple days away. For a couple of races. They're a couple of days away. Because I have too many of them. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. So we're probably going to be looking for a 26 then. A high 26. And we're top 20, but we're a round down on points too. Actually, because it was what, 180, 190 points or something I threw away. So if you were to add that, just a rough, say 160, 170, take me to 970. I would be top 10 if I didn't have the DNF at Monza. Regardless, even if I had a shit result, it was a 230, 240 point lobby and I was running around in 5th. I made my way to 3rd. So I was looking at 200 plus. If I was 200 plus, yeah, I should be top 10. Like I said, I've got a round down, same as DJ. Everyone else is full points. The Iron Pistol too. And we definitely weren't top split last night. There's a 311 point winner. No, 324 point winner. Andy, only round he did. See what I mean too? I was talking about it, about how that, because it was Maggiore in Group 3, it just, I don't know what it is, but it's just Gran Turismo drivers. Whenever it's just a fucking base Group 3, Group 4 race, they fucking come out in droves. And the fact that Andy hasn't done any other race of the series, but he's done this one, like, it says a lot about the Gran Turismo players and what they want from the game. What they think's fun and competitive and shit. The fact that yesterday's round was the highest scoring round says it all. Says it all, in my opinion. Says everything that's wrong with the player base. That they deny and deny and deny. Alright. Discord. And the only way to do this properly is to set up a lobby. Because BOP doesn't work properly, or work at all, with for Sophie races outside of any group cars. Only works for group racing. You could race Sophie in these cars, but then it's just going to be my version of the car, not a BOP version of the car. So the only way to actually practice is with the settings, proper settings, is to put up a lobby. There's no rain, Sparrow. Ah, boo. Heavy audible boos. Heavy audible boos. Boo. 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 No rain. Gay. Gay. Higher, you'll get. Right. I'll be back in a sec, guys. Oh, alright. I was talking to Yaki.
Talk about football, yeah, I will. We talk about a lot of things here, you know, football. We don't talk politics, that's for sure. I'm glad that's over and all. I'm a go-ahead, yes. I love go-ahead Eagles. They won in Europe. They won from Aston Villa. Hey Charlie! Thank you so much, Stardust. How are you doing, Charlie?
Oh. Alright. What are you doing, J-Dog? Look at that beautiful German morning. Good tag, mate. Good tag. What speeds we're going to be looking at? Fastest we've ever gone in it, that's for sure. 230, mate, with the draft bumping along down here. We're going to cook it. Brakes good. Look at that sun. It's going to be in your eyes, Sparrow. Put your fingers under your VR and shit. Slippy, slippy. Oh. Oh. Go with it, son. It's going to be lots of wiggle work. It's going to be a sweaty, sweaty, sweat fest, mate. 8 laps of this in this car. Woo! What you doing? How you doing? Baby, baby! Oh. No! No! Stop it! Fucking just turned into a Genesis G70 on me. Turned off kangaroo, mate. I was screaming, where's me kangaroos in No Man's Sky? I've got them in fucking Gran Turismo. My car just turned into one. Are you Placar, J-Dog? Bounces. That's actual words have never been spoken. Baby got back. Oh my god. Check out her butt. It's so big. J-Dog's head down. Like, she sticks to the road. Like, I think the one thing automatically, like, for people like you and me, Sparrow, like, this is, it's not old hat, it's still the roads that can fucking bite your heart. But how many different cars have we driven around this place? Like, I'm staying away as much as I can. That was like, I was having a look at that as soon as I started driving it and it wasn't agreeing. And then as soon as I briefly touched one, she exploded. So yeah, I'm staying away from it. It's probably not going to help the tyres too, to be bashing them over the curbs, you know what I mean? You probably just want to be red and white, not so much over it. Smooth is probably going to be better here, man. Thrashing, it's going to, you don't want to be going sideways like that at all. At all. So I think that's something I'll have to work on big time. For me is the, you know, it's even, remember the WRX here? There was like two ways to drive the car. There was smooth and then there was thrashing it, and thrashing it was the faster way. But that was a one lap race, racing hards, you know, like it was, tyre wear didn't come into it. You had to thrash the car to be fast, whereas in this instance, if you thrash it to be fast, you're going to cook your tyres. Yeah, smooth is, you don't want to be wobbling this thing about, not for fucking 8 laps. And yeah, how quickly it catapults. You'll be a passenger very quickly. There you go. There you go. There you go. Shoot me up, spat me out. One curb. Bang. One curb. Completely destabilised the car. Wheel wanted to fight me. As soon as I was on that grass, I had no control over it. There you go. Do not fucking touch the curbs. Tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I heard it. I hear it then. On the right. I heard it then. What's going on, Ming? wasn't even going to try. As soon as it nearly broke my thumb, I wasn't even going to fucking try. Trying to find where your wheel is once you've spun. Wasn't even going to try. It's going to hurt me bad one day, guys. It's just going to catch me out unawares when I'm pushing hard on, I don't know what type of class or what track or whatever. But it's going to hurt me bad. It's going to break my thumb one day, I reckon. Full fucking break my thumb. Pop it out or dislocate it or something. You should see the blisters that I'm getting, man. You should see the blisters on the outsides of my thumbs. They're gnarly as shit. Like, they're mad. They've toughened my hands up, but you should see them. Fucking blisters within blisters. It's just a constant fight. And you need it to be at that level. Because anything less, you don't feel like you're in control of the car. Oh, it's a trainer device, man. It's getting me jacked. It's getting me confident again. But yeah, quality's going to be spicy, dude. Because you're going to have to run a whole outlap. And then you're going to have to push hard. You only got one shot, one opportunity. Seize everything you have ever wanted. Are you gonna capture it? Bow, 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 bow. Where's Mom Spaghetti? That would be perfect, actually. That'd be hilarious. What? One beer? Fucking that, we gotta give him shit. That can't fucking hijack Stone Cold's gimmick, mate. Come on. He's a fucking Goldberg mark and we let him get away with it because he hijacked Stone Cold's gimmick, mate. Come on, guys. Who's the mark, mate? What a mark. Fucking Spaghetti. What? Yeah, it's 7:46 I did, and I had some moments, so a bit quicker than that. But if you're coasting, so I don't even think coasting will look after your tyres. I genuinely just think you've got to find that quick pace, but not smooth, but not pushing. And then when you get to pass your outlap, push to try and keep it together. Because I actually just think going slow around the track, I feel like you just end up with the same amount of wear. And you end up in that position where you're last on the track. You know what you need to do qualifying wise, but you're last on the track, right? You don't know if anyone's going to fuck up along the way and distract you. And then even that, depending on how far back you are, minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Once the times start ticking in, it gets kind of worse because it's like, oh, well, you know what you're up against, and then the mistakes start creeping up, and every mistake gets worse and worse and worse. So yeah, qualifying here can be tricky. Sometimes I prefer to just outright be the lead car. Get out first thing, be fucking gone, and then just push hell for leather. And just know that if I crash, it's over. You know what I mean? Like, I'm better off just reset the pits, don't get in anyone's way, chuck on the shit tyres and say, well, I fucking tried. There we go again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shits me how much I need to change it, bro. Shits me. the levels of feedback for the different cars. It's going to be bad, I think, when I go over to Project Motorsports, like just how violent it's going to be, and then how much I'm going to have to adjust it for each car or series or whatever individually. It's a lot easier to do here when there's such a base, you know, like 3 numbers essentially in the game to adjust. But with how much I have to do it just here between all these average cars with this dumbed down physics, it's fucking scaring me how bad it's going to be on Project Motorsports. Because they're going from different car to different car to different car. Like, I'm never going to create up another profile. That'll be for different games. It's just the profile set for this game, and then you adjust it in the game. But it's crazy how much one point, how much of a difference it makes. Especially the feedback. And you get to the point, like you've got stuff like just the basic stuff. You want more here. You know, you want more in these situations. Then when you have those situations when you lose control of the car. No, it doesn't have presets. I had to set it all up myself. It's at 6 nanometers or whatever it is. Set to 900 degrees. But Max is telling me, and I already knew it. I already knew it with Wolf. It's the way he played it, and I never understood it. Because so many of the people, Max was saying, so many of the people play it like 540 or less, and in some cases down to 300. And I remember Wolf played at 240. When he was driving the WRX, he played at 240, and I could never understand how you could play with such a non-existent steering ratio. Like I'm an oversteerer, you know what I mean? I need to hustle the car. I can't get into situations of where less is more, the minimal input, but I don't really like it. You're too stiff. Don't move. And then in those moments of when you will lose control, overcorrection could be much, much worse than ever before, because, you know, even the littlest reaction is going to be a big reaction because of how small your steering ratio is. And I just found, I mean, 900 was what I was used to. And full lock on this is so much more powerful than full lock on the Logitech. Like, I barely need to go full lock on this, and when I go full lock, I'm like, wow, oversteer. And you do not want to go full lock because of overcorrection. Not bad, Daniel, yourself? I just had a little look at GTWS. Saturday's race. This is another race that I have on Saturday. It'll be equally as challenging. And then I was going to have a look at another endurance race that I have on Sunday. 1,000 kilometres of St. Croix. But I'm getting I never get practice or anything anymore. I don't bother with practice. But I'm getting it in for this because it's going to be too much of a diverse mix over the course of 24 hours that I'm going to have to be adjusted and know at least like what settings I want for sensitivity and feedback and shit like that. Because Group 1, Group 2 and the Mazda Roadster, there's 3 very different cars. So I'm trying to take it a little bit. I'm taking it seriously. I'm just getting a feel for it. But it's more practice than I'll put in for anything once. Fair enough. feedback on the carousels are nuts. I don't watch anime, mate. I'm not a kid. Don't really watch anime at all. Unless it's like one of the specials, Cyberpunk, Terminator, Star Wars, shit like that. I just don't really care for anime, it's all the same to me. Get too old, mate. Sorry to say. I don't even keep up with the cartoons I like anymore, and like, you know, me superhero shit. Invincible's probably really the only one now that I still really keep up with. Invincible is an anime style, but it's not anime story. It's, you know, more traditional comics, but definitely anime style. It's Korean made and full of blood and gore and teenage angst. Invincible's really the only thing that catches my attention anymore. I want to get around to that Lord of the Rings one that they did recently, the War of the Rohirrim. That looked really cool. But yeah, I love Japanese culture, but not enough that I'm obsessed with anime. Like anime was coming in when I was getting out of my teenage years, so it went by me. Comics were always my main love. Marvel, DC. Superhero shit, real superhero shit. But I loved Dragon Ball Z, I mean anything in the late 90s, even the 80s ones. I liked a lot of 80s ones. The classics, but I haven't given enough time. I know there's plenty of stuff out there that's probably good, and everyone always says you should watch this and that, but I say people should watch heaps of shows and they don't watch them either, so it is what it is. Get out of the car, please, sir. Maxie was saying I can make the clutch handbrake, and that for drifting and slow. Now you can slam the clutch in and whip it around. Bro, I can't go around again on these tyres, I'll die. What times were you doing, Sparrow? Give me a sec, Jade, I'll put on meds. But yeah, I loved the, I genuinely was blown away by, but it's just the style, and it's something I was smitten with even before the game. I genuinely loved the Cyberpunk anime. Yeah, okay, no worries. So yeah, I'm not going to even bother. I will, but I mean, I'm not going to bother to practice. If that's the times you guys are doing and I'm struggling to even get it around the track. 15 seconds is ridiculous. I'll just show up for numbers, bro. Which, I mean, really, it makes me not even want to do it because I'd rather be doing GT1 Le Mans against people that I can compete against in a category that I can compete against. No worries, mate. That's way too much, 15 seconds. Going from this to the Group 1 car, vice versa, and then the Group 2 car first thing the next day. I don't like my chances. I feel like it's just going to fuck with my momentum too much. It's down to you and Max anyways, you Max and Milo. My care factor just died for it as soon as people stopped showing up, bro. The fact that they had to get 3 or 4 other people throughout the series. And you guys were like super committed to it straight away and everyone else just seemed like slappers. I was like, this is very uneven. I guess what I was accused of being with Trans Am, where half the blokes cared and practiced it and the other half didn't. And then that upset the other half because they were too sweaty. So it's the exact same thing. Just the way people didn't show up. I joined because it was like a near full series. It's like Trans Am. Went from like 14 starters to like 7. Just not going to practice for anything like that, man. Really just Max and Lewis. I think they're the only ones that were still practicing it all the time. Max and Lewis. Lewis has gotten faster as the series has gone on. I think he's been practicing it quite a bit. And yeah, Max is, I mean, he's had times where he hasn't even practiced and he still showed up and kicked everyone's ass. Prodigy. Me and Neon fighting for scraps for podiums. Ash was quick, but he only did like 2 races. And Milo's just outright quick, especially for a pad user. I was genuinely thinking it yesterday with how comfortable I was racing around him and how similar our pace was. Genuinely thinking he's, at least in time that I've known him, he's fucking sharpened up his game. He's gotten way faster and just cleaned up his game outright. You'll barely get an incident from him, and then if you do, it's like he's not going to get upset by it. I mean, complete opposite to me. He can go elbows out too, like, but he's a very good driver. Very, very good driver. He's another one of those pad users where I'm just like, fuck, like I've got to get fucking better. Alright, have I got any settings off LJ yet? Alright. Yeah, I was never, like, honestly, in comparison, I was never quick on a pad. Against AI, yeah. Fuck, I guess there's really no way. So what is it? 14, 23, 37, 57, 63, 93 laps. Okay. Yowie wowie. Yeah. Yeah, it does get like that, bro. Yeah, 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 from the get-go. No worries, J-Dog. Oh. Alright. Been a while since I've been here. Actually, fuck. The car's probably going to need an oil change. I think a lot of people did when it comes to the GTWS lobbies, man. I think for a lot of other people it put them off of it too. But the same thing had happened with Hangman. And the pressure of it got to him. But the same thing had happened with him, like when he got involved. We were doing a lot of those lobbies. And he was like, this is unlike anything I've ever done before. Like, for a lot of them who haven't, like, they've done dailies and dailies only, like, as much as, you know, that could end up being the same, like, at its best it wasn't, especially those lobbies. And back then, as much as we are still now, we were just a bunch of slappers trying to fucking get good at the game. Ain't not one of us that was thinking we were fucking better than the other, really. Chad. Well, hey. Oh wait, no, that's Ferg's other one. That's right. Oh. Fuck. Yeah, snap oversteer, Maxi. Snap oversteer. You had a race last night, Dents. How'd you go? It's like you sent it. I only seen some basic replay of first lap and you were fucking sending it. Putting it in there, mate. GTR, J-Dog. I mean, I don't care. But GTR, mate. That was Dennis. What's the difference? Wait, so Dennis, the other Dennis, was it? No, sure. I know fucking Vince is going to fight Dennis, mate. Vince and Dennis are going to punch on. Vince is turning into me already. Vince is turning into me, mate. Yeah, no, I might have seen it wrong, Maxi. My bad, mate. I thought Dents was out there having a crack. Hey, Max. Alright, yeah, first. Alright, so, no, not assist. Controller. 3 for 1. Yeah, no, all good, Maxi. I thought for a sec, genuinely, you had a race. RCZ felt sick last night, man. But I'm getting there, Maxi. Oh, God. There are so many moments, man, already, between the Suzuka race, the Grand Valley race. There are so many moments already. God, I've not been on this track for so long. It's going to take some getting used to. Where I feel the difference with the wheel, or I feel the confidence in the attempt for me to actually have a crack at something because of the wheel. Yeah, this to be one of my favourite tracks, but I have not been on this for years. Oh, nice. Prettiest politician in state parliament, mate. Lunch. Is that because of big issue or just friends? I had a chat with my old man today. I'm going to try to catch up with him next month, but in the city. So I might be out your way soon during the day. Pick a nice midday and head into Melbourne Central with him. Shit! Yeah, I fucking penciled you, cunt. As dense. I penciled you hard, mate. I brought you up last night. I was talking about the viewers I have, the relationships I've got with the viewers, haters I have, etc. And then I was like, I've got admins who troll me. I was like, Maxi used to troll me all the fucking time. It was like Tetra trolled me, Maxi trolled me, Spaghetti trolls me. Oh shit. Forgot about the heavy damage. It's gonna be bad, guys. Whatever you fucking put me into, Maxi. Where are you, mate? Show up for your own series, you fucking pleb. Fucking sign me up for this shit. I hate Group 2. What are you doing to me? Come on, man. Where do I got to brake for? Where the fuck do I got to brake for? Oh, fair enough. You'll be at Spa. Fucking hell, mate. Could we get any more mundane, mate? Between us. Could we get any more mundane? You put me in this shit and you're doing the other shit that I've had enough of. In your McLaren? You in the McLaren at Spa? Or Beamer? Nah, Beamer McLaren. I know the Beamer's, it's not fast enough compared to their Mars. It's smooth, it's reliable, but it's not fast enough. It doesn't have 296 speed. speeds along this straight. We're going 300 clicks in the draft. No worries, mate. Thanks for playing. Thanks for everything, Jada. Always. Oh, fuck. All safe. Toot. My phone just lit up. Someone just did something. It's not facing me though, it's facing the other way. It looked like a PayPal notification. But thank you, whoever that was. Oh God. Oh. Fucking hell. I gotta repair my car again. Mads? Assume Mads. Big ups, Mads. You're a legend, mate. Fucking hell. Same thing last week with my YouTube page. Helped out a couple of particulars more than what I would normally. And it was very much a paying it forward thing. Trying to get them pumped up. It is, man. Roller coaster track. Awesome track. One of my favourite Gran Turismo originals. This particular layout though. Just this layout. The others are alright, but this is the go track. Yeah, I did have a good birthday, mate. I did. Quality time with the missus. Didn't stream as much as what I normally would. Show you my pad skills. Why? I don't even think there would be. Maybe at a track I know well. Saying I'm that bad, Maxie. Already had enough of this. I hate this fucking car so much, man. I hate this category so much. You can get in the fucking bin. Fucking hell. I genuinely hate this, Maxi. It is torturous to me, mate. I'm never comfortable doing it. You could put me on the Nord in these things and I still would fucking hate them. I hate these fucking things. They make me miserable. I'm so glad to be done with this fucking game so soon. Oh. I've been in a long time, man. So it'll be my first time in a long time too. The only plan is to go in and make it on there. Maybe sometime next month. You seem keen. I'll be heading into Melbourne soon. Hey, Maxi. That's right. Oh, yeah. Maxi paid for me to get steroids, guys. That's all you, mate. Like that, Maxi? Legit cunt, it's got me on a mission. How much I felt it, it got me on a mission. Where is blood? Whose blood? But just, honestly, like it felt like, not punching in the chest, that's too much, but I thought the perfect description of it is like when you're driving, that first time anyways, that first few hours, the first week. When I was driving, it felt like someone had like a horse fight on me. and was just digging their thumbs or doing that, like straight into there. It's like I mean, I've lifted weights, I've had jobs where you're lifting shit like that, and the way you use your upper body. But this feeling of like, wasn't your pec, wasn't your shoulder, but it was like the whole joint across it. And it just felt like, after 2 hours of it, it felt like someone was just holding their fucking thumbs and just pressing into my shoulder, like into the points of my shoulders. Like, I was like, I can't do this. Like, so it got me motivated to fucking start getting stronger again. It doesn't take much for me to do it too. A little bit of exercise, and because I'm fucking already so skinny. But it was genuinely because of how much the wheel felt like it was physically beating me up. And I was like, well, you get stronger, you're not going to feel it. Wasn't my arms so much either. Wrists were feeling it bad, real bad, my thumbs. But like I said, it's that exact point in my shoulders, front of my shoulders. And then now already, like I've worked on my chest, instantly, just push-ups, fucking started with push-ups every day and then just lifting little weights. But my chest straight away already, like, and then the amount of times where I hook in and I feel it and I'm able to hook in even more, like I already know why. Like genuine training. Yeah, as much as I'm demotivated to play this game, it's motivated me to want to race just to get fucking stronger again. And jokes aside, I get why Grove races the way he does. I don't know what feedback he's on, but there are times, mate, where I've got the elbows out so fucking wide and I'm throwing my whole fucking body into the car trying to get around a turn. So with Grove and the fucking... I get it. I get it. I don't know what steering ratio he's at, but I get it. I don't even think I understood the level of difference. I knew DDs were better. I knew they were harder to use. And then once you got used to it, they provide you with a better understanding and feeling that, but I just didn't understand how much I was missing out on. How much you don't actually feel on the 923 compared to this. You think you feel it. You think you're in control. It's just a guessing game. It's just, and you stomp it. Like even the pedal use and shit, it's all different. It's all just feels like amateur shit now, and I think about the way I was able to drive on the Logitech, what I was able to get away with, how I could hammer the throttle, how I could just fucking left, right, no problem. Wouldn't be able to do it for real. And even this, wouldn't be able to do this for real, but it's a lot closer to what it was. Like, you just realise as soon as you get it, you're like, oh fuck, this is why everyone that has one is fucking on the money. Or at least the people that aren't on the money, why they have every assist under the sun on. Because it's fucking trying to fight them, it's trying to beat them up. Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, I remember you. You said you were hanging out here yesterday or something. What's up there? Welcome. I'm practicing for a race that I want no part of, that I am committed to. I've just been talking about how much a step up getting a DD wheel is compared to someone who's been on a little Logitech for 5 years. This is the race that'll be a 1,000 kilometre enduro on Sunday. Over 4 stints. Shouldn't be braking there at all, just hooking into it, but I still feel like the car won't turn. I've crashed into the wall every time I've tried. It's a fun track, it is a fun track. It's a Gran Turismo track, set in France. It's, I guess, meant to be, even though they have Le Mans, it's like their own take on the old open road tracks. It is a fun track once you get used to it. But I haven't driven it for a year or two, so I need a refresher, hence why I have the line on, and the line does show how odd the racing line is at this place. Some of these apexes are very hard to judge, but I actually think it's a cool track. It's one of my favourite original tracks, but I just haven't driven on it for a long time. I'm much more of a real world track driver. I do the Gran Turismo tracks when I have to, for championships and shit. Oh really, Lousy? Cool. I used to, mate. I used to play it a lot. I've definitely spent my time on it. I played it when it first came out, like even back on the PS4 when it was only 30 frames and a very poorly run game, and I still enjoyed it. I've spent many time with it, mate. Got into SimGrid big time when it first took off, but no one else did, at least not in my region. People only got on it when someone like Rory got on it, and that wasn't enough. Wasn't often enough either. I was a part of a league that was also full of guys who basically came from this already, and after a season or two of that, you know, they were basically the same type of people, same type of bullshit excuses and double standards with their behaviour and shit, so I had enough of that. I was a younger one out of a lot of them, and the older blokes, because I streamed, there was a attitude clash. But I appreciate ACC and have screamed to the rafters that all these people that only play Gran Turismo forever and always, all they do is GT 3 and 4. Why don't they play ACC? Yeah, I'm very much a fan of it, but it's never been big enough on consoles. Yeah, Aries. Yes. I had quite a few races with him on it. Back sector that's going to get me killed, and it's usually one of my favourite bits, but the car's so downforcey, I'm not committed as much as you need to be in this thing, and then when I get back on it, getting loose because of how much you've got to be on the juice for this thing all the time. Same here, I've already hit that wall really nicely. Whereabouts are you? But yeah, it's pretty similar over here. I don't think it goes live till about 8 PM our time. 6 PM to 8 PM our time. And when I was playing him on SimGrid, it was very much like it was late for me. European prime time early, but it was late for me. In between like 10 PM, 11 PM races. So it was hard. That's what was the hard thing with SimGrid too, is like there was no audience for it, barely. And then it would only pick up in the super late PM for us over here. And then even then, you're most of the time racing against Europeans. Oh, welcome. Yeah, we got a lot of Kiwis around here. A lot of Kiwis in this series too. Yeah, I'm shit at this. I hate this fucking car so much. But yeah, there's not enough options for us on console, and I'm very, very keen for Project Motorsports. Like, even before the hype, I was quietly nervous and excited for it. I hadn't committed to it yet. Sparrow had. And then it was the first car, like, proper car reveal and track reveal. Yeah, the dirty air is so fucked in these things. But the first proper track reveal and car reveal locked me in for Project Motorsports. Like, I was already a fan of the developers and the previous stuff they'd done, but quietly nervous that the game was, you know, going to be a polished turd. And then the track list alone and the cars alone, like, so them absolutely saying, yeah, we're Project Cars, but we're not. Like, but it's the predecessor, you know, like the spiritual successor. And then, yeah, just the more, like, I went and pre-ordered it. And then more and more details, bang, 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 every single detail. I've just been like, yes, I need this game more than oxygen right now. Definitely plan to use it as a base, you know, like, even just, I'm not a robot, not like Rory, I'm not like a lot of the other streamers, and Gran Turismo could do things to you. He is a controller user. And as people put it, when you're Rory, and you get paid $200,000 a year to play Gran Turismo, it's very easy to put on a happy, smiley face for 8 hours of the day that you're driving against these Muppets. And I've seen how much even he gets targeted, and like, I can't ignore the shit. Like, at my level, I'll never be that guy. But hoping that Project Motorsports, because of everything they've already said, you know, with much more of like an iRacing style system, license system, penalty system, all of that stuff, hopefully it's just within the first month or two, that either the penalties in the system iron it out, or the drivers and the player base understand what's to be expected and it irons out, etc. But within 2 to 3 months, I hope that game's off the ground and running in that aspect, and that we can use it as a base for something else, because like, I've ran plenty of series here, and even the stuff that I was doing here, it depends on what you're driving, bro. Gran Turismo's made to drive on controller. It's made more for controller than it is for a wheel, hands down. Do you know how many built-in assists there are for a controller, like, that you don't even know about, that you can't turn on or off, that are in the game regardless of what difficulty you play at? Or Gran Turismo is made for a controller user, bro. It's made to be pick up and play for a controller user. Like, in my opinion, like, slower on a controller than I am on a wheel, but Gran Turismo is one of the easiest games to play. I should say the drifting I can do on a controller. On Gran Turismo, like, a game that people say is impossible to drift on, but they just don't know how to drift. They're used to, like, Need for Speed drifting. But I think it's bro, like, and there's people who, on controller, are always half a second faster than me. They play the game more than me, but it still shouldn't be possible. But it is. And there's a driver who made it to the World Tour on a controller. He actually, and it sucked for him because he had to use a wheel once he got there. Which is why do you add all the fucking assists to a controller? If they're allowed to qualify on it and they're allowed to use it to get there, why aren't they allowed to use it once they're there? Poor bastard. But yeah, even my teammate in this is a pad user. He's quicker than me. Whole different feeling, especially these cars. These cars are incredibly high downforce. So, like, you got to do fuck all. Like, look at his steering input. And that's just his thumb. Left and right. And on a wheel, I'm like fucking nil overlock, you know what I mean? Like trying to go through here full downforce. So that alone, it's easier on control, bro. There's tracks that, like, even we were at Bathurst last time, and the controller user was saying, like, he has almost understeer problems, like you're saying, too much of it. There's certain tracks where you can't, like, you just can't do the angle that he wants, but then there's other tracks, high speed turns, low speed turns, where they can just whip it in with the littlest effort, and you want a wheel, you're like cross lock, trying to hold the car in place, and then just able to press a button left or right. So it gives and it takes. Tyre wear's always worse for them, way worse for them. It's harder to brake and look after your tyres. Yeah, Race Pig was saying for Bathurst that just the over the mountain stuff, he couldn't hook in as much as he wanted to. Which, like, even I realised when, once I started to get used to it, in this car, Bathurst, it was full throttle, full hooking, there was no lift. You know what I mean? Like, there was a little bit of deviation in your wheel, but there was no lift. It was full send the whole way up. And once you got around the left-hander and started coming right, it was full send. There is a lot of doubt. I'd agree. That you agree with me. I'd agree. The game's relatively easy to play. These cars are the greatest example. Like, these cars are grippier than Group 1. And they're Super GT. Japanese, GT 500, Super GT. They are GT3 cars that are highly modified. And these cars have more downforce and torque and power delivery than the Group 1 cars. All of the Group 1 cars. The Group Cs, the hybrids, the VGTs, all of them. And I don't understand that. Group 1s should be just below F1 cars in terms of downforce. And these are the closest to the F1 cars. These drive like F1 cars. They feel just as light. These feel like the fucking F3500. How much horsepower they have, how light they feel, and how quick they are to just send them. But once you get used to just relying on pure downforce, that's all they are. They drive themselves. They have to. No lift. Commit. That's why on a pad, the pad users can be pretty competitive in these things. And my God, these cars make you sweat. Group 1, I fucking love Group 1. I was just doing the most before. It's my favourite thing. This, they feel lifeless, and then they feel overreactive. Unwieldy beasts. You feel lifeless most of the time. Like, it's just pure downforce. Just keep turning and accelerating. No feedback, and then the littlest thing, oversteer, understeer, massive feedback. And it's a fine line. Find every settings line. I've got minimal sensitivity and feedback at 3 and 10, and then my wheels running at 6 nanometers. So it's like, and I want more force feedback to have the grip of the car, to feel more, and then the moment you turn it up, it's violent. But then in those downforce situations, it just feels like an F1 car. So yeah, I don't like it. I've never liked it. Never. Even at my favourite tracks, I don't like it really. They're just, they're monstrosities. They're not a GT3. They overreact. And also this game that is reliance on fucking Honda NSXs and Nissan GTRs. Fucking done to death. Done to death. It's always had its medicine ship, and when it comes to Group 2, it's only ever been 2 cars. There's only like 8 of them. It's only ever been 2 cars. They're only 2 cars. You got GT1 cars in Group 2 for fuck's sake. It's a fucking shitty group. And they got one DTM car in there that gets its fucking ass handed to it every day of the week. And it's the most recent model. It's got DRS. Gets fucking its pants pulled down by these things. Like, it's dumb. Group 2's a dumb monstrosity that only people who like the Gran Turismo engine and the super high grip downforce GT style racing, they're the people who love it. Top split community of Gran Turismo love this shit. They think it's the best thing in the world. They get so sweaty when it's a daily. I hate it. I genuinely hate it. It's disgusting. It's not racing. It's a video game in these cars. It's not racing. There's no like the separating these cars are going to kill you. Like, you get past that and that's it right there. They're just ridiculous what they're capable of, what they do. But yeah, so like they're 2016 models where they were in GTS or in GT7. This group was broken down, it's broken down. Every time they make it a daily, they make it open selection, or they pick 4 cars, it's the same fucking car. If it's the only time it's this car is if top speed is a massive thing, and then every other time it's the NSX because tyres and fuel. It's just automatic. It's the NSX. This is an FR, that's an FR. Tyres and fuel, they're hands down the NSX. If this is a daily, it'll be the top 600 fucking cars in the same car. There's 8 to choose from. And then the 3 other cars in the top 500 that aren't the NSX are the GTR. So it's just, I hate this group. Like, it's never liked it, I've never been good at it, and it bores me to death at the same fucking time. It's not motor racing. Nothing about it. Over-reactionary, over-downforcey, over-responsive, over-grippy. They're not race cars. They're toys. They're like RCs. They're RC cars. And the top split community fucking love them. Pull their dicks out every time they come out. Same car. 2 games of it. A GT7 and GTS. 8, 9 years ago. Same 2016 models. Fucking, we're near 10 years ago. And fucking bruise their jaw, they pull it so hard. I don't get it. I never have. Never will. I'll always be salty on it. It's a Gran Turismo thing. The most. Like, Group 1 can be fixed, breaking it in so many groups. Group 2 needs to be fucking destroyed. It needs to be sent, like, just catapulted out of the game. Create a Super GT category, create a DTM category, create a GT1 category. That's it. Obliterate this Group 2 shit, because it's not fucking real. It doesn't work. And it's Kaz's fucking jerk fest for his fucking Japanese cars that have been in the game forever. That's it, that's my rant. Group 2, fucking something good. GT3 is way more, even in Gran Turismo, it's not harder, significantly harder, but that's the overreaction. It's like jumping from fucking GT3 to Formula 1. GT3 though, in terms of what you have to do and how you have to drive the cars, and then the difference from the fucking shittest Group 3 car to the fucking best Group 3 car. The difference between the drivetrains, the way they drive, the styles, the tyre wear, the fuel rate, everything is actually something that the groups, it's not. It's the same two cars, and then all the others are duds, they don't get used. Just fucking catapult it out of the game. Get your Super GT category into the game, as Kaz wants to. He loves it, genuinely thinks it's, and it is, it's one of the most competitive mental footage you see coming out of that shit. Those dudes literally kill each other. And Kaz, he thinks the world. Like, he thinks the world of Japanese cars full stop. He doesn't look at the top tier, FIA approved GT categories around the world over the last decade and look at any of the winners and believe it. Doesn't exist in his world. For starters, the cars aren't in the fucking game. And then the ones that are in the game, they get shat on by the same old fake cars, the same old Japanese cars, the same old car that has a fucking unnerved top speed. And then the more, like last night proved it. We've got our nations going on, which is literally nations compete for a spot in your country against everybody on the country. And instead of being just a GT racing, it's nations, road cars, F1s, like it's usually a whole eclectic version of cars. Last night was the highest points awarded for any GTWS race in Australia this year out of 5 rounds. First 2 of them were the Red Bull competition. One of them was the old Japanese Super GT cars from the early 90s in pissing down rain at Suzuka. One of the great, like so fun in these classic race cars, Ferraris, the Pennzoil GTR, Supras, NSXs, McLarens, Diablos. So we had the Red Bull race, Red Bull Ring in the wet, Red Bull competition car, hardest car to drive in the game. Then Suzuka, then what was 3? Monza in the Porsche Group C 982, 962. Then Grand Valley South, Gran Turismo track in that Red Bull competition car again. Absolutely balls to the wall, insane combo like this thing. And then yesterday, GT3 in a shortened Gran Turismo only track. GT3, 350 something point fucking lobby. Top split. Oh, Kaz! Like, they disgust me. The more they do the same shit, the more they flock to it. And like, they disgust me. They fucking disgust me. Like, last night, Maggiore West or East or whatever the fuck it was, GT3, it was awesome that it was different cars. I'll give it that. Alpha, RCZ, the Volkswagen, the Ford, the Citroen. What happened? Everybody picked the same fucking car because it was the meta, the Citroen. Everybody. But the fact that there ain't barely even been a 300 point lobby in 5 rounds. And then a fucking Group 3 race happens and it's 350 points nearly. My lobby before it started, 6 of the top split drivers in Australia there. And when I stress that they are the very problem with the game, that they all want the same thing, they just want new race cars, GT cars, they just want new racetracks. If they got new racetracks for them to race their shitty old GT cars, they'd be happy. If they got new race cars to race on their shitty old GT tracks, they'd be happy. They don't show up for any race that has difficulty. They don't show up for any race that's going to have chaos. They show up for the same fucking shit every time. And then for this, when it's a daily GT2, it's like the biggest dicks out. Like, you look at the fucking YouTube leaderboards, mate. Like, you look at the streaming when it's Group 2, it's just the same old shit. The very community that complain and whinge and fucking moan about how they want new shit is the very community that pumps up the bland shit. Even Rory, pumping up a Red Bull race, you know, with no tyre wear and fucking no strategy. Like, they pump up the same shit. The more it's familiar to them, the more they'll get behind it. The more it's alien to them, they don't want to do anything to do with it. They won't try. They won't do anything different. They just want GT2, 3, 4. And they just want the same cars they've been driving for 8 years on the same tracks they've been driving for 8 years. Like, non-stop. That's all they want. And time again, when we have those races, when we have those dailies, when we have those time trials, they prove it. Time and time again. And Kaz is like, oh, they love it! They love the generic shit! Give them more! That's why we don't get any fucking Sardegna A fucking 2J again. But we got the Red Bull one, I'll give them that. That's why we don't get Daytona fucking Group 1 mandatory hybrid only or something like that. Like, it's why they don't do categories. Like, when they do unique special daily A's, no one touches them. No one touches them. First half hour, 2 hours of daily reset, top split will get their dicks out for it. Then no one touches it after that. They'll have the wank board times, but no one touches the actual race, even if it has DR. Like seriously, already out of the races I've done from Nations. Last night was fun, but it was a wank fest. The fact that we were second split. Yeah, same food, same. The fact that it was second split and what the points we were up for, like, again, showed. But the level of competition and elbows out and wankers in last, just in the race I was in. And then all the other races, like the Red Bull wet, Suzuka wet, Grand Valley South, which I was fucking not wanting any bar of, they've been the best races of the nation so far. They were fucking sweat fest. Like, just keeping the car on the track was hard enough, let alone racing other people. And here we are with this short little way out. Competitive. 100% competitive. That race last night, if you haven't seen it, go watch the video. It was sick. Sick race. I did really well. But, like, what a snooze fest. And top split. Top split of top split. Like, and then they'll say that I don't know what I'm talking about. They want, you know, the same thing. They don't know what Gran Turismo is. They only know what Gran Turismo Sport is. They're all fucking under 30. And then the ones that are over 30, like myself, that are just in denial because Gran Turismo is all they fucking play, have forgotten what Gran Turismo was. The ones that they grew up with. They've just forgotten and don't care anymore because all they think about is competitive modes. I'm guilty of it too. I can still have fun when I throw myself in a fucking car that I like, or a car that came with the update, or go around. They just don't care. Don't want anything to do with it. Still got a fucking 150 collection car. Only got level 50 maxed out because they've got the same fucking race car in 5 different liveries or whatever. Like, wankers. The very problem with the game. The reason we've been getting shoveled fucking shit and fluff for years now. And they'll all say that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm so glad to be done with it, guys. Like, same as Ferb said, in the bin, mate. We'll check out Spec 3.0. And the only way we're even going to really, like, truly check out Spec 3.0, obviously we do the mandatory stream for it as soon as it launches. You'd be fucking crazy not to. You know? Do the... Thanks, Kaz. But I'm hoping, I mean, because that's a good month after PMR. Or PMS. So I'm hoping that I don't give a fuck. Like, that I don't give a flying fuck. I'll get on and do it regardless. But I'm hoping that my mind is already made up and distracted and led elsewhere. And I'm really hoping. Really, really hoping. And if I'm not, I've already said this too. If it's an utter and spectacular failure, which I don't think it's going to be, and I think there's going to be enough in the career mode for me to still be playing it long after Spec 3.0 comes out. But if it is an utter failure, and Spec 3.0 is good, and does something like adds weather to every single track, now we're cooking, Kaz. I don't even care. Like, don't even care about the 8 cars. Don't care about the 2 new tracks. If they add Canada without rain, they fucked up. But if they really want to hype this up, Spec 3.0, Sophie on everything, weather on everything, game's fixed. Game's fixed. Fix some BOP, fix some of the groups. Weather on everything, Sophie on everything, game's fixed for me. Weather on everything, game's fixed. Lobbies, weather on everything, game's fixed. Done. Fixed. I'd be happy. Because then it just the amount of racing that we would have available to us that we've never experienced because of weather. Or proper day-night cycles for every track. Like they said in the start when they fucking hyped the game up. Showed us a video of Scuba. Day-night. Unique dry line. That was a lie. That was a lie. Here we are 3 years later. That was a fucking lie. Still got an absolute generic dry line. And still ain't got fucking day-night cycles or full weather on on every circuit. Doesn't rain in America. Full stop. Full stop. Doesn't rain in America. Yeah, moist, mate. Look at Bathurst. Look at Bathurst, man. Should have heard me dad today, Ferb. So I had me dad on the phone for like an hour, mate. He was fucking losing his shit over the... Oh, just let the drivers drive, mate. F1 could learn... I'm like, fucking A, they could. I'm like, they were banging it in there, mate. Like, they just... The kids and the level of skill they fucking showed, and the old fellas was shit. And I was like, yeah, it was fucking sick, Dad. Like, I seen it. I seen the highlights, mate. It was off its head. I was like, 90 minutes of highlights for a fucking 6-hour race says that it was really good. I was like, that's what happens when you let them race in the wet. You let them race. Let them race. He was loving it. So just... I know how I feel about it. I felt about it for a long time. Broken record with how I feel about it. Everyone else... Like, I've called them for what they are. They only, like, the ones that don't agree, only play Gran Turismo. And they're content. They're just content to still forever and always play it, even with all the fluff. They're content. As much as they'll join the generic bandwagon, bland combos, they'll still fucking be there doing them day in, day out. You know, even me, being a committed daily C driver. Like, not when you're getting shoveled shit, man. You just can't. And I know dudes that still do. They don't, like, it's just, no matter what, daily C, it's shit. Even Hission now, he'll only get on for the daily Cs he likes. Mostly GT4 and 3. Alpha. You know, he'll only get on, but others, it's just daily C, whatever it is, don't care, daily C. I mean, some of the shit that comes out for a daily C, man, like, I'm not going to fucking stream it for a week straight. Like, I don't know how anybody still is. And they're the ones that, you know, oh, no, it's okay. Very nice. Shit. It's been shit for a long time. So, I think they know. They're just in denial. Like, I'm a console gamer. I'll always be a console gamer, but there's no competition. Especially now, Forza, bro. Kaz will be laughing. He'll be laughing so hard. Haha, fuck you, Microsoft. No one wants to play your shitty arcade game. Ha 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 ha. He's like, now I'm the only one with a shitty arcade game. Ha 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 ha. Evil maniacal laugh. Yeah, they're in denial, folks. And the VR thing, bro. Even the VR thing. You're too caught up in that gimmick, too. Like, VR's sick. And Gran Turismo uses it well. But just because Gran Turismo is one of the only ones that does it, it doesn't mean it should have the level of commitment that people have to it just because of VR. I don't think it's there are better, like if you've got a PC, there are better VR options out there. Like if you've got a PC. So just because it looks nice. You know what I mean? You get a good enough PC, you can make it look just as good, no matter what you're playing. You know, like, so the VR effect too, I think it's, as much as it's like, yeah. For me even, what's making me lean towards VR now is No Man's Sky. Seeing how No Man's Sky operates in VR, how it looks, that's something that would make, not just a gimmick thing, but it will be coming to Project Motorsports too. They've already said that. It will be coming. Like, probably by the middle of next year. I think they said first to second quarter. But it's 100% coming. That's what I mean. Like, I've seen you do Pancake now. Like, and I mean, like, it's like, all your other games have to be Pancake mode. You know, like, I don't think it's, like, the people that are just, once they've got the VR and Gran Turismo, I just don't think it's enough to say you only play Gran Turismo. Like, that's all. You know what I mean? The VR side of it. If you have the VR or the DD or whatever, like, there are better options. If you've invested in a VR and a DD and a PS Pro or whatever, then you can absolutely get a fucking PC that has better options in terms of VR immersion and racing and AI. Like, even that, like, man, the AI, I don't know how Jad does it. I guess now he does all stock challenges, but I still don't know how he does it. They're still fucking trash. You know what I mean? Even in stock cars, you blow the AI out of the water. It's just a gradual game of beat the counter. So I don't know how Jad does it. With what he's been doing recently. Yeah. I couldn't do it anyways, just because of the streaming. I don't think it's too distracting. You can't interact with your chat. I'm not turning speech chat back on ever again. So yeah, I don't think I'd bother with it. But I'm so keen for motorsports, and even if it's shit, I know, like, there's other options out there, and I'll start looking into them. As Lounzy just said, WRC is apparently free. That'll be cool to play. Well, that's what I'm about to find out when I get on other games. I was saying earlier to Sparrow, I genuinely think I'll be on for a world of hurt with Project Motorsports. If they even get it half right, I think just setting the wheel up, I'm going to be like, oh, fuck. You know, like, I remember what it was like just getting back on Project Cars not long ago. My wheel, the old Logitech, was having a fit. So yeah, I know what you mean. I haven't tried ACC yet. I should install it between now and then, because I've got like 250 gig free. Yeah, I know what you mean. Get in denial about it. No, I remember what I remember from Project Cars 1 and 2. The career modes, as they got to the higher levels, at least I was playing on a controller back then too, were hard. Trying to do some of the career modes at the higher level, like I remember the Formula 4, not the Formula, like the Formula Renault. It was essentially the Formula 1 Renault car. Like, everybody was in it though. It was the same car. I remember doing that, and that was really hard. I remember IndyCar being hard in it. I remember there was a couple of hard series in it, genuinely, but like the higher tiered ones. And I imagine just AI in general has come a lot further than when they were making that game or when it was about. I imagine even if the AI is like half of what Assetto Corsa Competizione can do, it's going to be competitive, because like ACC's fucking AI can kick the shit out of you. Assetto Corsa's AI can kick the shit out of you. So if it's even half of that, it's going to be better than that. Like, even Sophie, man, she's good at a track or two in a group or two, but she's not good. You go chase her at Le Mans, you'll see what I mean. Fucking how much she slows down for the chicanes at Le Mans, what's she doing? You know what I mean? Like, even Sophie, Nordschleife. Go chase Sophie at Nordschleife, you'll see what I mean. Like, she's not good. She's not good. She's not a human driver, you know, a fast human driver. Whereas ACC, you pump up the fucking aggression, and they're fast human drivers. They're fucking dickheads. They stick their nose in disregardless of the damage, because they're AI drivers. Like, that could get frustrating with that game, but it was very realistic at the same time. So if it's even half of that, it'll be good. Yeah, anyways, I'm going to stop trashing on it. It is what it is. I do still play it, mostly for you guys, mostly for something to stream, mostly to keep practicing with the wheel. But yeah, all roads lead to November now. It's officially got a timer too on the pre-order, like 20-something days. Yeah, hopefully it's good, and we've seen good feedback from it. Like, Maxi's been onto it, he's been following a lot of it. We've seen good feedback, so hopefully it's good. I'm going to send you to Neon. He's playing Cyberpunk, best game of all time. Yeah, it is unrealistic, Ferbs. I'm going to jump on No Man's Sky in about half hour or so and chill out on that tonight for a few hours. Go say hello to Neon. I'll be racing with him on Saturday because that Nordschleife thing I was practicing is for his league. But yeah, Cyberpunk. Go check out the tunes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm rubbish, Ferbs. Rubbish. That's even that convo, man. Every single bit of information that they've released since, bro. It's like, who? I don't even know who that fucking person was. And I know I see them. They're European. I don't know who they are, but they're European. I see them in all the circle jerk. You know what I mean? I don't know who they are, and I've barely seen them here, right? That conversation, mate. Every single fucking detail that they have released about that game since that conversation has just backed me up. Every bit of footage, everything that they've released about that game since that conversation. It's been about 4 videos now. It's been displayed at the con. Everything, Ferbs. I was fucking talking rubbish. But the whole point of it, like, even when I was like trying to back it down of like, okay, I upset you because I said I don't care about GT3 when there's all this, and we're excited about the same thing, you're talking rubbish. That's what I did. Like, even yesterday, bro, thank you. And it's unfortunate. It's what we deal with here on a daily. Even earlier today, there was a moment. FIFA stream, bro. I don't know what they were doing or why. Sometimes people just... they're the expert. No matter what. Like, alright, I know I come across like that. But it's my stream. Talking about whatever I'm talking about. And an opinion's an opinion. And just saying, like, you're not excited about something in particular coming in a game when there's, like, say if what that one thing is 5% of it, and you're not excited for that reason because that 5% is something that we have on everything. Like, I just don't even understand when I broke down the logic of it, of how it was so offensive and how it was, and then the rubbish. Like, I just, at the end of the day too, I was like, I don't fucking care. I want the game to come out. Fuck you. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you really don't. Stick to Gran Turismo. Like, and then even that. For someone who sits in Gran Turismo streams 24/7, like, these are the people I deal with on the daily, bro. Like, and they wonder, or everyone wonders, why I talk to people the way I do at times. Look at the way they talk to me. Look at the amount of people that try to distract you with dumb shit. Look at the people that just say dumb shit. Look at the people that ask for an opinion, then get offended. Look for the people that fucking call me one name and then want to be called another name. Like, on a daily, bro. Go say hello to Neon, guys. But yeah, that was fucking dumb. That was dumb. That's what I mean. I literally, like, I feel like even now, I have to go to membership only maybe 2 hours before the race now. Because it's getting to that point where just someone is going to be sensitive or stupid or probing or just like try at the one time that they shouldn't be. I feel like the last 2 months have been like, it's just getting to this point. Like, people are doing it for lols now. And then when it's not lols, it's misunderstandings, oversensitivity, naiveness and a unique, twisted interpretation of a streamer and viewer relationship. Like, I'm fucking meant to be doing backflips for each person's desires and needs. And if I don't, I'm a cunt. I'm the bad guy. So just, I'm fucking... See, amount of... I already got enough anxiety and fucking issues on my own without people, like, just confuddling you. Like, what is this dribble? What is this? What are you... But yesterday, that was a sensitive thing, and I don't even know what it was, and I fucking made perfect, full fucking sense with my explanation of it, and I wasn't even having a tone behind it, and whoever that random was, I don't know who they were, but they were a legend, to be like, I've been here the whole time, dude's chill as shit, he just explained it perfectly, this is weird. And then you shut it down, so... But it's just, even the fucking convo with LJ the other, like, shit going on in my own life, like, it's fucked, mate. I gotta send you that message. It was like the chat with me dad today. It helped. It really helped. But yeah, you get more of an understanding, just everything at the moment. Fucking had enough of bullshit. And I'm not fucking taking people's fucking accusations and fucking hypocritical bullshit and fucking whatever else. Just had enough. Yeah, weirdos, 100% obsessed weirdos. People that have got no fucking life, and I've got no fucking life. But people that want to make obsessions with me have no fucking life, bro. Like, and it's a thing lately. Like, I know where my life's at, and I'm still trying to make something of it. I know that. Fucking a lot of people that are obsessed with me are fucking nowhere in life, and they're not making anything of theirs, and they won't make anything of theirs, and theirs is going to be over, and I'll still be trying to make something of mine. So yeah, it's a unique situation, but it's not something I'm not used to or hasn't happened before. That's where it's doesn't surprise me. So yeah, but I will message you, mate. Even if you want to have a chat, just maybe even tomorrow sometime. Tomorrow Arvo, maybe. I don't know. Either early tomorrow, before I jump on. So like in between like 10 and 11 tomorrow. That'd probably be better if you can do that, actually. Have a chat on Discord. Or on PSN tomorrow morning. Then I can do FIFA. And then me and Mrs. are going to finish Aliens. And then I'll have fucking No Man's Sky for the night. And Gran Turismo all day Saturday. Yeah, do that then. Just hit me up, PSN or whatever, but I'll make sure I'm up at a reasonable time. Schedule FIFA from like lunchtime. So yeah, but we'll have a chat. Sorry Viking, I'm shutting it down, bro. Yeah, go say hello to Neon, Cyberpunk, Chooms, whatever. Go hit him up. I'll be back with some No Man's Sky in a little bit. Alright guys? Sorry about me being me. I always try to be completely fucking transparent with yous and tell yous how I'm feeling and explain shit. And I'm in a situation where I can't exactly explain things. And I so desperately want to. So yeah, sorry if I'm a bit of a fucking mess when it comes to shit like that. But when ain't I a mess? Just always trying to fucking be honest with yous. Alright? Go say hello to Neon.